One Saturday when I was 6 years old, I woke up having dreamed that I built a robot dog. This was in 1981. The dream was so amazing that I decided I was going to build one that very day. Far-fetched? Sure, but my dad was in the electronics industry. We had tools, parts, ancient computers, and wires. I spent all morning excitedly gathering as many as I could into a pile. It was time to build. I wanted that robot dog done and ready to play with by the end of the day. The only problem was I was 6. I had no idea how to actually build a robot dog. No plan, no blueprint. Many of us as solopreneurs, coaches, and creators are in the same boat. We dream and are trying to build a business that generates income and impact. We have some of the skills, tools, and pieces we need, but we're missing a lot of them. And we don't have a plan or blueprint showing how to build the entire thing. In this video, let's take a look at what a successful online business looks like in 2025 and reverse engineer what such a blueprint would look like for you. I call this your expert business blueprint, and it has 4 parts: your mission, your market, your outcomes, and your business model. First is your mission. You might feel like you have this part down, but there are actually 2 missions in every expert business. Your internal mission, what you want out of your efforts, and your external mission, who you're helping and why. As an example, my internal mission is to create a lifestyle business that enables me to not have to work for anyone, to work on anything I want, and work from anywhere with the maximum flexibility. My son is 11 and I want the time and space to be focused on family. I call it a lifestyle business because I don't need or desire it to be a $10, $50, or $100 million a year business. My external mission is to help 1,000 skilled professionals build 7-figure businesses that have a positive impact on their customers and deliver them the financial freedom and goals that they want. Notice the alignment there? With a lot of folks I talk to, that alignment is missing. Some are only focused on their internal mission, some only on the external, some with both, but where one is at odds with the other. So first think about your internal mission being as honest with yourself as possible. Then think about an external mission that supports the internal. The result should be a statement like this: I help your target market achieve their particular goal without some particular pain so they can achieve their external mission. That is a summary of your external mission. Then, if it's aligned, you should be able to say, if I'm successful in helping my ideal customers with that, then I will be able to achieve X and Y, where X and Y are your internal mission and goals. In 2025, the 2 missions need to be more aligned than ever to ensure success. Achieving that alignment requires identifying the right target market. That's where part 2 comes in, your market. The next part of the blueprint is your target market and ideal customer avatar. This you've probably seen in a lot of content programs, so we'll cover it quick. The idea here is to niche down and find a portion of the market to focus your efforts on. This sounds easy, but usually takes a lot of iteration. I'm still iterating and I'm 7 years in. Most think that niching down is all about interests and demographics. Like, I serve women aged 25 to 35 that want to balance, work and family. That's okay, but still very broad. From there, you need to go 2 or 3 steps deeper. Is your ideal customer in corporate or self-employed? Do they have family and kids already or are aspiring? Have they tried solutions already or just become aware of the need? The deeper you go, the more specific your marketing and solutions can be, which increase your odds of success. This is the typical process of niching down, but there's another way to niche down which makes sense in some cases. You can also niche down by problem or stage. In my case so far, we don't niche down to a specific type of expert to serve. We don't only serve lawyers, doctors, real estate, or whatever. We niche down by problem, anyone building an online business that needs help with tech, systems, and operations. We're probably still too broad and will continue to iterate, but our niche is a problem or stage of business as opposed to a specific demographic. In 2025, success will mean niching down even more than you think. You can combine the 2 dimensions like demographic and stage to get a laser focused niche. The third element, once you know your ideal customer, is your outcomes. In this part of your expert business blueprint, you take the high-level external mission and your ideal customer avatar and detail the transformation you help them achieve. Where are they today in terms of their dreams, goals, needs, and fears? Where do they want to be? What will be different once they have achieved their goals? What will their life look like then? How will they feel? Point A is where they are today, and point B is where you'll help them get to as their guide, whether you're their coach, consultant, trainer, or whatever. Next comes the most important part in an expert business, the final step, defining your signature system, which is what and how you help them get from point A to point B. Mine is called the Expert Business System, and it has 4 pillars: strategy, systems, tools, and team and AI. Within that, we have foundations, which is for our folks starting an online business from scratch and want to reach 6 figures. And then scale, which is for folks with existing businesses that want to grow to 7 figures. Again, notice the alignment. I have the same mission as they do, building my own business. My market is people at the same stages I've been through, starting and then scaling. They desire the same outcomes, and my signature system shows them how I've done it and helps them do the same. As I covered in a previous video, in 2025 and beyond, we all need to lean in as much as possible on helping our customers with the transformation and outcomes they want. That'll mean more done with you and done for you solutions than you may be thinking. So the final pillar of your Expert Business Blueprint is the business model, the business that helps you achieve your mission and your customers achieve theirs. This is the one people struggle with the most, as they often don't have the experience or exposure to successful online businesses. You see the end result in the influencers you follow, but not the messy path or the struggles that almost all of them went through to get there. So let's fix that. All successful online businesses require strategy, systems, tools, and team that are aligned to the mission, market, and outcomes. Strategy is how you'll deliver your signature system and transformation. It could be courses, coaching, services, or a mix, all delivered as one. Next is systems, which are all the processes and procedures for building and running your business while continuously improving. There are 9 essential systems all online businesses need. Systems like project management, traffic, marketing, sales, and support. The next element, tools, are the tech and services you'll use to run your business. This can be turnkey solutions like our Accelerate platform or a set of tools you assemble. The final piece, team and AI, are the people and AI you use to execute the systems in your business. We use the visionary plus integrator model detailed in the book Rocket Fuel by Gino Wickman. Where almost everyone struggles is the false belief that the successful online business owners did all of this themselves, and then when they were successful, added systems, tools, and team. On the contrary, virtually no one is successful until they put all those pieces in place. But of course, we're all budget constrained in the beginning, so there's a balancing act. The faster you put them in place, the sooner you have the potential to generate revenue. We've broken it into 2 phases, foundation and scale. During the foundation stage, you define and implement the minimum viable product for each of the essential systems all online businesses need. Examples include publishing a piece of content weekly, having minimum viable sales funnels for a lead magnet, webinar, and maybe high ticket sales, having a website, establishing all your social channels, and publishing content to them, maybe running basic Facebook ads, having the minimum viable version of your products and programs built and ready to deliver. In other words, the strategy, systems, tools, and team that help you attract, convert, and ascend your ideal customers into your programs. This is where people often get overwhelmed because there are hundreds of choices and billions of permutations from these decisions. For your blueprint, simplifying it down to choosing one of each of these, like what type of content to publish. Is it going to be written, audio, or video? What your primary platform is going to be, like blog, podcast, or YouTube. What your repurposing strategy is, ranging from none to repurposing the same content everywhere to creating customized content everywhere. Deciding on what your lead magnet is going to be. Pick one, whether it's a guide, a checklist, or a quiz. Same thing for webinars. Is it going to be live or hybrid? Within all of these areas, you just have to make one decision for each of the main areas to get to your minimum viable product. And the hint, go for the simplest solution in each case to start. What you don't see with most of the successful online businesses that are out there is that they've iterated on this dozens of times over probably multiple years to get where they are. They didn't start with 15 complicated funnels and 10 different products and specific solutions for every segment of their market. Most of the successful people focused on one of each of those, got them up and running, got them successful, then they started adding some of those additional things into scale. Once you've made the strategy decisions, next comes systemization, taking each of those things that you'd find and starting to break them into the processes and procedures that need to be executed in order to build and run those as part of your business. After that comes tools. Now that you know your strategy and your systems, the tools pillar is basically all about determining the tools or which set of tools and services you'll need to build your business. I covered a process for this in a previous video, how to choose your tech tools. The final pillar of your blueprint implementation is the team or AI pillar. This one is critical as it challenges you with the question of who and how will get this work done. If the answer is just you, keep challenging yourself. With AI, we have a lot of force multipliers available. And as I wrote about and covered in some of my recent newsletters and other videos, and in my AI workshop, we're on the verge of AI agents and employees being widely available to help you. Then there's options like fractional teams that my agency provides, where for the price of one virtual assistant, you get access to a team of experts, tools, and systems that are already built. There's more, but these are the bare bones of a successful online business foundation. If even one of those is missing, your business can't grow. If you've reached that point of making 6 figures a year or more in online business, congratulations, you're in the top 1%. But with more money comes more problems. Scaling is a different beast in building. You'll need the next level of strategy, systems, tools, and team to reach 7 figures. The good thing is it's the same foundational elements. The difference is your speed of execution and learning. Scaling is all about accelerating your content, your traffic, your sales, and support. To simplify it for an already long video, the strategy is 10xing all the foundational systems. 10x the amount of content you publish, 10x the amount of traffic you earn, 10x the effectiveness of your sales funnels, and 10x the number of customers you can support. The specifics vary widely, but the main path to 10xing is testing, automation, and delegation. The 7 and 8 figure online businesses are constantly testing hooks, topics, lead magnets, ads, and funnels. At any given time, they have hundreds or thousands of tests running to find winners and double down on them. Scale is all about putting those elements in place using the revenue you generate from your foundation. In 2025, as I've talked about extensively in the last couple of weeks, AI is going to make the above much more possible for solopreneur and online businesses. What this means is your competitors are doing this as we speak and will be able to grow and take over your market very quickly unless you do it first. You now have a framework for building your expert business blueprint, and I strongly encourage you to take a step back and give a deep think about this framework and aligning all 4 elements, then detailing out your foundation and scale plan. Too many times people keep plowing ahead and slogging through whatever they're working on without a clear blueprint. Others sit there looking at a pile of parts and tools like I did when I was 6 trying to build a robot and end up with nothing to show for their time since they don't have a blueprint to build. I don't want you to be one of those people, so be sure to check the links below for some next steps and then watch this video next to learn how to systemize your business.